today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think...
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Hey.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And this time they're able to bottle him up as he'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jermaine Johnson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
58.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. There's Chris Olave. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Left side to Lamb. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. On play action, now Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Alex Highsmith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jacobs again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. CeeDee Lamb. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. To throw, it's Allen. And he finds Montgomery complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Holding offense. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
What you got? 49.
Now Rodgers. He's got it. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns doing battle with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Pass out left, finds Kohler. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mike 49. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Dancing to his left. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. I got you. I got you.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wants to run. They're running it.
Allen now looks to throw.
All day, dog.
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Mike 14, Mike 14. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch, switch, switch.
Montgomery on the counter. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on second down.
Who that? Who that?
Here's Allen to throw it.
Mike's 15, Mike's 15.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Montgomery going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Brilliant. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Looking to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here come the Ravens. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Buying time to his left. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, 319. Check 545. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 45.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Check. 58.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Rodgers to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Strong right.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And in some ways, he's awfully fortunate to get another shot right here in these playoffs because he wasn't particularly sharp in the wild card victory. The ball ended up in the hands of the opponents a few too many times when he threw it. It goes without saying in this one, cannot give the ball away. If he does, the road's going to end right here for him and his team.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check tight. Back.
Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Prescott down. Open man is Uzama. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 41.
Prescott yet again. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Prescott to throw it. That's caught by his tight end Uzama. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 4 down.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike, quit talking about it.
Now Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Set. Waiting. Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Again, it's Stafford.
No chance.
Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Jordan Fuller, the one there in coverage.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game. And the Rams getting set to go now.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Crunch time, defense.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Don't walk out here, man.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Stafford going to give this to Akers. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike's 49. Let's go, D. Check. Fresno.
Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you've got the momentum, you can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game.
Watch the screen.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Micah Parsons charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check pass.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
It's just me and you.
Throw right side complete to Carter. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
250.
All day, just like that. Just like that. 49, guys.
They hand this off to Harris.
Alert flare.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Not today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 27. I got you, boy.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Javon Hargrave never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Hey, check 27, check Mike 27.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Drop deep, drop deep. 49's the mic. Watch 49. That's what he had.
This is Harris.
Watch twist.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Check 41. I know he ain't got it. Mike 41, Mike 41.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Fires a slant complete to Tolbert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49, guys. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That's caught by Myers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run again. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. First down, Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Here we go. Right here. 41 Mike. Here we go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Come on, D!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
53 is the money. Hey, come on now. You go tight. You got time.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd Charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
53, Mike. Yeah, we don't want none. Mike, 53.
4th down, Prescott.
I'm scared.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Stafford on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. To the air again, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
To throw, Prescott.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go, D.
They run again with Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Now Harris.
"79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Cleveland Browns.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another... For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2nd and 9 now. Right side complete. That's Woods. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Another targeting catch for Robert Woods. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
He got the win last week, and we all know how infrequently rookie quarterbacks win in the playoffs. So by now, it feels like old hat to him. Well, maybe not old hat, but you've got to believe he'll be looser, calmer going into this one. He already knows what it takes to lead a team to victory in the playoffs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Shifts by at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Mike's by more, Mike's by more, Mike's by more.
Second and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On third down, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns set to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Man out.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Check. Watch 54. Double go. That's the way.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming to you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's White.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
60 Bison.
Once again, it's White.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll set up to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 50.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bradley.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Hey. Got 3.
A give, Singletary right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike right here over there, Mike. 52's the Mike.
Back to throw here.
A throw over the middle caught by Bryant.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43.
2nd and 5. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Watch 54. Watch the slant. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
43's the Mike.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Put that team on the bus.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Check.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Right back to Njoku. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Baltimore Ravens who will continue on as they were able to eliminate the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
You better bring it. Ready.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. And now out come the Patriots. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up a throw. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Okay, break.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
But that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Singletary to get the drive started. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kevin Minter coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Man. 43 is the mic. Got one.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
It's our time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Tighten up.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In your face.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Ready, go.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
52's the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Shoot.
Ready, go.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd and 3. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Ready, blue 32.
Hey, I'm coming. Check, 45's the mic.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. New England's offense set to go.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Okay, ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike. Mike 54.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
73 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Again, McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on in the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Ready? 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the pass. 45, 45.
From the 50, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
4 down. Check.
On second down, Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Fields throw complete there to Smith.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Kamara up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
For a guy still in his second year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Okay, right? Check Mike 39. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Ready.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now back to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Looking to throw.
Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd down.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Check 45.
They'll try and run the option left side. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Fields. He's got Smith here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Fields on first down.
I'm coming after you.
This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Rohrwasser now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Ready. Slack 40.
Crash. Got double tight.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go. 32. Ready.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Down. Red. 38.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
45.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
To throw is Fields.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
Yeah.
right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. 21-13, your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Kamu Kruger-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd down, here's an option right. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. from just shy of midfield. Fields. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Odafe Owe providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
No chance. No chance.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears now ready to take over again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
for the Falcons. 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Now Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd and 1. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw.
Into the hands of London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready, 10 black. All day, dog. Mike 5, Mike 5.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
Hey, it's our house.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie, his second sack of the night. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on first down, Fields drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw.
That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Got his man. It's London.
And he'll be out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Are you serious?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
45. Mike, 45.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
So now Ritter and the Falcons
trailing 17-10, 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Back to throw.
Get on the point right here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of What a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.